things. So this service, like Mel has just said, is available for each and every primary care colleague, regardless of your job role. So what is it? It's essentially a staff wellbeing service. Professional advocates, as we're named, we are clinicians, all of us trained at a level 7 to facilitate one-to-one sessions or team sessions. We're not therapists or counsellors, but we're trained specifically to hold these spaces. So there's lots of things we can work with you on. Our main things are restorative conversations, career conversations, sort of the educational and professional development, as well as quality improvement projects. So restorative conversations are a strong element of what we provide. As you can see, that it focuses on meeting the emotional needs of staff and promoting your overall well-being. It is that safe thinking space. It improves staff retention, builds that resilience, compassion, and helps to reduce that negativity. It is totally non-managerial, and it helps empower growth. It reduces stress and burnout, it reduces sickness, and hopefully improves your job satisfaction. Like I said, it offers you a safe environment to process experiences and reflect constructively. This in turn empowers you to recognise what actions you can take forward to improve things in your working life and personal life and help reduce any stress, as well as looking at self-development options, which can then look at those quality improvement initiatives named in themselves. So within the training hub, there's 3 of us, and sessions, like I said, are one-to-one or within a team and a group. One-to-one sessions are typically an hour long, usually within the working day and not in your break times, just putting that in there. If one or more session is needed, more than one session is needed, then we sort of recommend that they're 6 to 8 weekly. So they're not really demanding, but that is down to if you need more or not. The most sessions I've done with someone is 3 sessions every 6 to 8 weeks. So it's not highly demanding for people. And it's quite nice that anyone that comes back to us, they sort of recognise their early warning signs of stress and burnout, or just come back for another conversation just to help them guide them forward, I suppose. So to date, we have worked with admin staff, nurses, personalised care staff, AHPs, GPs and practice managers. So why does it matter? So as you can see, part of our data collection, we collect themes, and you can see the top ones are coping with work pressures, professional relationships, the educational and sort of professional development side of things, and stress and personal anxiety. And our data here, this is Northamptonshire primary care data here. So this is our own personal one. This one here, the restorative conversation, was a study done by Coventry University, and they saw that these conversations reduce stress by 15%. But in Northamptonshire primary care, 63% of those that came to us would have gone off sick had they not accessed our service, and 58 had considered leaving their job altogether. So it is significant to recognise that we all experience different levels of subjective stress, This can lead to prolonged stress, which then leads to burnout, feelings of inadequacy, time off sick, and then that shortfall of retention of staff. So more people than ever are facing stress and burnout with the mounting pressures and uncertainties. Burnout can leave individuals feeling overwhelmed, emotionally drained, unable to meet constant demands. And we are working harder than ever with more expectations, aren't we? So burnout is also linked to poor patient safety outcomes, decreased caring behaviours, and staff leaving the NHS within 5 years of starting due to stress and burnout. So we don't often need therapy or counselling. However, I would always advise that if needed. Sometimes we just need that safe conversation or two to say how we're feeling, feel heard and feel valued, and be able to see things from maybe a different perspective and make some changes. So what's next? So just to recap, the benefits of having this is that it does improve staff retention. It has a positive impact on staff well-being. That feeling of belonging, like Tracy was speaking about. It improves the patient experience. It improves team working and that stability, improves confidence, improves that sort of professional code of conduct and reflective practice. It hits that wellbeing quaff. We can support people following a traumatic or stressful event at work or outside of work. We support career starters. We help with REVAD and appraisal preparation. We do support those returning to work from long-term sickness or maternity leave as well, because it is very daunting returning to work after that time off. And like I said, quality improvement stuff. And we also signpost onwards. And here's a little bit of feedback. I'm not going to read it all to you, but some feedback that we had. In fact, someone that we saw said that they had, or just before they went off sick actually, so I saw them on a return to work, and they said that they were advised to go to an external service from the practice. I think it was specially designed for GPs, and they said even though it was helpful, it wasn't as beneficial as having someone from primary care, because they spoke to this person, like I said, they were helpful, but they didn't get it. They didn't get primary care. They didn't get the role and the demands. So the feedback was that it was really helpful having someone that worked within primary care and that understood it. As professional advocates, we've recently produced a stress and burnout awareness session, which is a great reminder to staff that self-care, about that self-care, and consider where you're at. So we've been doing that with different groups of staff, face-to-face or online. Yeah, I won't keep going on. I could go on about this for ages. I don't want to bore you all, but thank you for listening. This QR code will take you directly to our webpage where you can book directly with us. So what I just want to do is stop sharing for a second, and bear with me. I'm now stuck on this. And I just want to share the website with you, which I'm sure you have all seen. I hope you've all seen, but just show you where you can find us. So let me look at my other screen now. So yeah, got all of this here, great information for everybody here supporting you. We've got health and wellbeing for primary care staff. So you've got lots of information there. You've got mental health support, financial support. This is all for you guys, physical health and other things as well. And then it might say, do you want to speak to a PA, P&A, book a conversation there, but I'll just take you to our page as well. So this is our page here. If you want to book directly in with us, you can just book there. You book on there and it will find a space and a time that will suit you. And it's totally confidential conversation. If you would prefer a face-to-face appointment, let us know as well. We can do that, but it is completely for you. And like I say, we've got some good results, some good data there to show that it's working and it's needed. There you go, all from me. Any questions? Thanks, let me know. All right.
Thank you. So yeah, like Georgie said, any questions about today, let us know. Craig will sort out the recording so you don't have me blubbering on in between. And once we've collated everybody's slides, we'll be able to share. He has put in the chat about you completing a feedback. That's really good for our speakers in terms of them continuing to present, and also it's a good way for us to hear your thoughts really, and off the back of that then we'll be able to send out a certificate of today's event. Always put it in. Thank you, Craig. And I just wanted to use this time just to quickly say thank you to all our amazing speakers, even those that were stuck with, you know, the challenge of Wi-Fi and being able to get their slides on, and the ones that were able to hop in. Thanks so much. That's amazing. It's horrible when you've got to do presenting, let alone when you're faced with any problems, technical problems. So thank you. And thank you to everybody that's came and put up with some of those little issues and been really patient with us. So yeah, you've got 15 minutes back. Enjoy, guys. And we'll see you in November for the next PLT. Thank you so much. Take care.
Absolutely. And just a final point from me as well. I'll send everybody an email with the link to that feedback form as well. Fortunately, with Teams, it does pick up your email addresses. But what I would say is if you're sharing computers with anybody, if you wouldn't mind just forwarding that email onto them so that they've also got the link. Once we've had quite a lot of the feedback through, I'll do a first run and get the certificates out. Hopefully, depending on how many we get, the first run might be tomorrow morning. But I'll keep an eye on that and try and do it in a couple. If you haven't received your certificate but have filled out the form, send me an email, because it could be that you've added the wrong email address, which happens quite a lot. But otherwise, all being good, we should get the certificates out, and then probably the recording will go up next week. So keep an eye out for that. I will also send everyone an email when it's available.
That's amazing. Thanks, Craig.
Thank you.